I played this already, but I thought I'd share it because, like, again, this the guy that made this, this is a game by Andre Fomin, music by. There's just too much text covering it. Sergey Ebog, or whatever. Sorry if I butchered that. But yeah, this game is called Effulgence RPG. Now, Andre, the guy that made this, has made completely other games using this, like, very unique ASCII code-like art style that he has set for himself in the games he's been making, and, it's pretty. Like, it looks really pretty and everything. This game specifically, it's in the name RPG, and, this is the first playtest, and what's pretty unique is that whenever the people who he has chose to give, playtest access to, I've been given 3 extra, you know, like, I can give, playtest access to 3 extra people, like, they give me that. I know this because, like, it says it, and, I think I might just give it to my friends. I think, yeah, because a friend of mine also got access to this game, and they were offering me the thing, and I was like, oh, that's funny, because I was already given playtest access. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, this is a game called Effulgence RPG. I'll kind of describe how this game works. So basically, I don't know the full story yet because, to be fair, it's just a playtest, but it is like any other RPG, there's its own mechanics and whatnot. So the keyboard is to use arrow keys and select and press enter. Mouse, just click the desired action. Gamepad. Now, this game has controller support, which is really good, and try not to get it too confused with it, so I'm just going to use mouse. So there is, it doesn't show it, but there is a time limit in which you can do an attack. Now you can choose any of these, but I'm just going to shoot. Now, what's unique is that the enemy is going to move, and then it's going to show you hit percentage. So at 80%, well, it's still going to be a guaranteed hit. So I just shoot. I believe when the game is, like, more complete, there's going to be way more weapons than just a blaster. But in the meantime, I rock the blaster. So, the lore we know right now is that you are a newbie from Earth. You picked up a radio signal and suddenly got pulled in. Congrats, you walked into a trap. That signals a lure. So what now? Survive. Blaster won't last forever, but I got a 3D ASCII printer. What about resources? Slay monsters. Their particles are the resources. Let's go. Interesting. So... oh shit, I forgot. Okay, I can't alt-tab because it'll do that. So yeah, this is a pretty simple RPG with a premise. There's aim, sacrifice heal, or skip turn. I think we're going to shoot because accuracy is guaranteed. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, since this character is pretty much far away from the main character, you can see that there's a shoot sacrifice shot, which is guaranteed, so we're going to do that. That's pretty good. And then we have... we'll just shoot our gun. Alright, that's wave 2 complete. So, each level is like an expedition, in a way. There's a bunch of different waves on which how far you can go. Who are you, if I may ask? Pardon me, and what are you doing here, ever so gently speaking? We're just passing through, let us by. First of all, ew, you're not even round. And second, I'm about to melt your face off with acid. Sorry, pants. Each hero has their own accuracy. It depends on distance and boss size. Hit chances shown above the crosshair. Choose who shoots and whom it matters. Water. So yeah, we can do an aim for better accuracy, but I'm just gonna sacrifice shot this because it does pretty good attack. And then we're just gonna shoot. Oh, that does 20. All right. We tank it. Then we go for one more sacrifice shot. And then by defeating enough enemies, we have 3D printed another shotgun. Pretty cool. Alright, now we shoot for critical damage. Alright, that's the next wave complete. Third wave. As you can see, they keep hitting the enemy. Defeated bosses turn into resources. When there's enough, the printer automatically creates an item. It goes straight into your inventory. Click this button to open the inventory and equip the item to a hero. So this is where it gets kind of weird. So you can equip a weapon, but like you can't press the escape button because it won't equip the weapon, I think. What did I shouldn't. I pressed the escape key too many times. Whoops. I need to boot up the game again. Hold on. So this is where we retreat. Now, once retreating, it does not, you know, it doesn't reset the run or anything. At least that's how it is, because to be fair, this game's still in playtest. So this is the... So here's the next thing. Judging by what's happening right now, you're slowly regaining 1 HP per like few seconds or so. Now, that would most likely be the case if this game was intended to be free, but with, you know, stuff like this. You know, this reminds me of one of those like idle games where like it's free, there's no microtransactions or anything, but the catch is like it's an idle RPG. You gotta like, you know, patience is one of the main keys on how to like, you know, progress through the game and whatnot. However, since this is the playtest, recovery is free. And then there's also a upgrade station. But we're not leveled up yet. Oh yeah, main character, Michael. The Michael curse lives on, and then Jane. Interesting, but yeah, this is the world of Effulgence RPG. I can't move through this globe a lot, but you can see it's pretty. I like it. All right, let's go back to the. Oh wait, no. Okay. So here's the finicky part. So I believe to equip whichever blaster you want to use, you have to like. Okay, so I think it's swapped. So now this is in priority. So let's swap this, and this is now in like, you know, production. So the way I see this, there's over 5, 10, 15, 20 weapons. You'll have 5 different blasters, grenades, injectors, and shields. Injectors, like this one, is like a syringe. It's a steroid. It heals 20 HP, but it only shoots once. These are grenades. We'll talk about that in a moment. Shields, it's not a thing yet. Hasn't been implemented yet. And then we have the guns, which they're pretty good guns, but like you have to defeat enemies, and that takes a while to like, you know, have these guns. But for now, we rock the linear blaster because it's pretty good. All right, back to the Sea of Electrolytes we go. So what we do is critical hit. Nah, that didn't work. We wait for the. So I think patience is a huge key in this crit. There we go. You gotta have the best accuracy possible for the best amount of critical hit. That was a critical hit. That's pretty good. I like how critical hits work in this game. Perfect. Okay, that's nice. Sacrifice shot isn't terrible, because, you know, it's guaranteed accuracy, unless that might be changed in the future. Who knows? But for now, it's pretty good. Here you can see how many bosses you've defeated and who's left by the progression. Yeah, I know that. Now, these bosses are doing the thing where they're hiding, which they're concealing their accuracy, but once they'll squeeze out. There we go, shoot. Okay, now they're hiding. Boom. Nice. Boom. Let them hide real quick. And then reveal themselves. Alright. One more sacrifice shot. I will just shoot with the gun. It worked. And now we've 3D printed ourselves a injector. Items are printed in order during battle. Click this button to open the inventory and set the order. Strong items first, longer wait. Light items first, faster in combat. I don't know how to set a priority unless I didn't read that correctly. But I believe the linear blaster is equipped. these are the equipped weapons that will be 3D printed first. And then I believe, oh, this is an order. Okay, so this will be 3D printed first and then the second. Okay, I think I get how this works now. But there's also meshes and pets, which I believe are like modifiers that, you know, give you stats or something. But again, this is still in playtest and hasn't been added yet. And this is the Smuggler's Clearing. So this is the place where you can buy the injectors, shields, weapons, and mechanisms for, you know, gear, obviously. However, they're closed during the first playtest, so, you know, we'll come back here later. It's still pretty, though, you know? Let's go back to the chillin' skill and rest. Because I believe after completing this expedition, we have now unlocked a level up skill. We're gonna put all that into improved shooting accuracy, increases, okay, power, okay, so yeah, here's all the skills. Power increases max health, blaster increases shooting, grenade increases throwing precision, shield straightens shield blocking, injector amplifies injector effects, and then talent, the skill enhances with a unique, the skill enhances a unique ability. Huh. Well, I'm gonna do what I did for my last two playthroughs real quickly and just upgrade it, put it all in the blaster. Also, see this blue, it's a +2 per upgrade, so that's their strong suit. So Jane is a blaster, not bad. And then Michael's more of a powered shield kind of guy, which isn't terrible, it's actually pretty good. But for now, we're gonna put all our points into blaster. I might do an all blaster playthrough, not gonna lie, if once this game, you know, gets an updated playtest or comes into like early access. I could just do a all blaster playthrough, not gonna lie, it'd be funny though. But yeah, we're all set for the second expedition for our for the playtest, which is Area 7, the highway. I'm gonna do a sacrifice shot. Damn, that missed. Okay, gonna shoot. So we made another linear blaster. So, okay, this is where the patrolling. Hello there, are you planning to shoot me? If you let us through, we won't shoot. What's that? You'll shoot? I can't hear well. My microphones are all worn out. No, we won't. No, not at all. Ah, you will? Then I'll respond to everyone who fires at me. Americans. Anyway, that was a bad joke. But anyway, so we go to our inventory and, okay, Jane, that's hers. We press escape. Oh wait, no, that's, whatever, sacrifice shot. Okay, now, while it's Jane's turn, we give her the pistol and then press escape. Because I remember pressing the escape key, and that didn't equip it. So you have to click it, like, actually just click it, instead of pressing the escape key to, like, close the menu. So, you know, just better safe than sorry. We're gonna shoot. Oh. Each boss has their own quirks. For example, the drone only shoots back whoever it hits last. Use that, heal, aim, wait for the right moment. Sometimes the best shot is the one you don't take right away. Yeah, but this is but this is how I play. I'm just gonna keep shooting. Okay, sacrifice shot for critical damage. That's not terrible. Let's just keep shooting. When I played this for the first time, I would use the aim feature, because that would increase your accuracy, but, like, it uses up a turn, and I'd rather just take my, I'd rather just take it up with a chance, to be honest. Again, that doesn't mean it's terrible, you know? This battle system is very simple. I mean, it was pretty complex, but once I got the hang of it, it's pretty simple to me, you know? It's not bad. I like how simple it is, you know? But maybe the developer didn't want it to be this simple, so, you know, he might work on something else. They might work on something else. I don't know if it's just the developer working on it by themselves. Oh, it's another bomber. We'll avenge the boss. Who's we? I only see you. Uh-oh. Hey guys, come over here. Oof. Okay, back to the chillin' skill. Let's see if we can level up. Nope. Alright, we rest. So, this is where you want to use the next item. Okay, Jane has now equipped the bombs. Okay, that's good, we need that. So, what's cool about the bomb is that if you're lucky, you can hit more than one enemy, which I did on my previous playthrough. But for now, what? Why is it Gene equipped the... I hate that too, they're always tagging one enemy. Oh no, this is just... Okay, we're good. Okay, inventory. Equip the bombs. Alright. We'll just calculate this. Then throw. There we go. See, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's how it's done. Let's hit him with a good old sacrifice shot. Yeah, there we go. We have 3D printed ourselves another set of bombs. And the location is clear. Thanks for reaching the end. You're one of the very first to play this game. Your feedback can shape its future. Click the button to share your thoughts. So by clicking the give feedback button, it takes you to a Google document in which, like, that's cool. Not a Google document. It's just a regular, you know, Google survey form. And, you know, I thought I'd answer here instead. So first question, would you recommend this game? I'd say maybe, you know, because, like, this game is fun, but RPGs are not everyone's strong suit. The game overall, I'd say I'd give it a good 8 out of 10, you know? I like it. For someone like me, I like it, you know? I enjoyed the RPG aspect and the art style the most. The part that felt boring, I mean, at first it felt confusing, but I got the hang of it, but I don't speak for everyone else, you know? The core gameplay, for now, I did somewhat enjoy it, you know? It's not perfect, but again, I think it's gonna be worked on, you know? It's in early access. Again, I did find the combat and everything engaging, you know? But again, it's again, that whole, like, equipment thing did leave me a bit frustrated, but, difficulty-wise, everything's just right. And then the visual style, yeah, I give that a 10 out of 10. It's pretty. What could be improved visually? Let's see. What could be improved visually could be the... I feel like there should be a few more, like, background options, and... So there's 3 different settings for, like, brightness level. I feel like you should add a few more of those. Because, like, I do like the bit of fuzziness, but I don't want too much fuzziness. So, like, instead of 3, I feel like you could extend it up to, like, 5 different options. But that's just me. You don't have to do that. Everything felt... I didn't know where to do first, but, you know, again, everything else felt clear to me. So, like, there's a learning curve to these kinds of games. So, you know, the sound design's fine. It's just, you know, sound design. I don't know that much about sound design, to be honest, but I like the music. It's catchy. It fits well with the game. What would you like to see added to the game? Let's see. I don't know really. I don't know if there's going to be a shotgun, but if there's going to be a shotgun, that'd be pretty cool. Because I feel like the way a shotgun's gonna work is that low accuracy, but like really deadly up close. So like, I feel like there will be a shotgun in this game, and I'm kind of looking forward to that actually. Any ideas for new enemies, mechanics, or objects? I think what they did with the highway was pretty clever. I don't know what these other places are. You have Plasma Field. I don't know what the Plasma Field's gonna have. There's a spaceport. Excavations, which I assume is gonna be a cave place. If Excavations, if I'm correct, this area right here that says Excavations sounds like a cave. So like, I feel like there's going to be a darkness mechanic where like you have to like, where like everything's gonna be shrouded in darkness, and like there's gonna be enemies that have like, you can only see like light through it, and like everything else is just obscured vision, and like that'd be pretty cool. That would make the fight, you know, the right amount of gimmicky and difficult. So like, that'd be interesting, you know. Let's see, any bugs, crashes, or glitches? I honestly haven't encountered any bugs, not gonna lie. I guess I did have, I don't want to count the, hold on. Oh, I can't press anything else. I guess I don't know if, actually no, that doesn't count as a bug. I have not encountered any. I think it's good. I've played this now for like 50 minutes, so over 30 minutes and more. How did I discover this? I was scrolling through, I discovered this game by simply scrolling through Caves of Cud, and then I was looking at like similar games of it, and then this kind of came up, not gonna lie. I was interested in wanting to get Caves of Cud, but like, I don't feel ready to invest like 25 bucks yet. I mean, again, 25 bucks is a pretty good deal for Caves of Cud, because Caves of Cud is a very long game, and it's a game that's been like many years in the making, so like that price is obviously justified. Looking into Caves of Cud, obviously it has that like Ascii code art style, and this game has the similar art style as well. But again, this is Effulgence RPG. There's a huge both of them might be RPGs in a way, but they both have completely different like things that, you know, because like I have to clarify that because I don't want people to like, you know, compare two of these games. I don't know if I'm thinking this over my head, but I'm just being cautious. But yeah, that's how I discovered Effulgence RPG. I was just looking at Caves of Cud again through Steam, and then this game just kind of just popped up like randomly, you know, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So yeah, here we are. The last 3 games that I've enjoyed playing, I've been playing the Rogue Core, Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core playtest. I've just been playing that on, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty much it. I can't think of any other games. Because, like, I don't know if the 3 last games the dev's referring to is, like, Steam games. I guess Steam games. I mean, honestly, I just want to say the Rogue Core playtest. Because that's all I'm thinking of right now. Do you regularly stream or create gaming content? I want to get back into this. You know, I'm going to stream again. I might update my username in like the next 2 weeks or so. It depends, because like I tried to get to the I wanted to like try to get into like the VTubing area because I had a lot of friends who are also in that area, but like that friend group's long fell apart, so like, you know, I kind of just been on my own. So I've just been doing my own thing. So like I don't feel like I don't feel like I want to be a part of the. So, you know, I'm just gonna update my username one last time, I suppose. Let's see. List your channel and we'd love to send you updates. That's okay. If this game was gonna be sold for a price, I'd be happy to pay, you know, whatever price is gonna be sold for this game. I feel like this will be an average, like, I feel like if this game was more fleshed out, it would be an average like $10, $15, or $20 indie game. I'd be happy to pay that. I'd probably turn down a Steam key from this developer, because like this developer put a lot into this, you know, and it's still not finished. Again, this is the first playtest, you know. Anything else you'd like to tell? Not much really. I guess that's about it. I love this. I actually love this playtest. I'm really interested in this game, and I'm looking forward to, you know, the next playtest. I assume there's gonna be a playtest 2 coming up or something. Not now, because, you know, this is the first playtest that came out just recently, and I've been playing. I've played through this playtest like 3 or 4 different times now.